Oscar Collazo versus Gerardo Zapata, 12 rounds in the 105-pound division. This is happening Friday, June 7th. Let's get into it, man. Let's start with the champ, Collazo. 9 wins, no losses, 7 wins by way of knocked out. I've talked about Collazo a few times on the channel already, and I think he is the real deal. I think he is the best at 105 pounds in this division, and I hope he goes for all of the belts this year because I believe it is possible. But at the same time, he's got to get past Zapata for that to happen. And Zapata was a tough dude and could pose a threat in this fight. Collazo has been on a tear since he turned professional, man, during the pandemic of all times, right? And he took it to another level in 2023 when he stopped Yadel Reyes, Melvin Jerusalem, and Diagon, right? All back to back to back to back. His fight against Melvin Jerusalem, man, was, Jerusalem was the champ coming into that fight. In championship moments and championship times, sometimes the nerves and the moments have a way of getting the best of you. Jerusalem is an explosive fighter that can punch, but Collazo just smothered him with work and volume of punches. And once he found an opening to the body, Collazo just continued to pour it on in the same spot every time that he could. He made adjustments and started targeting that body. And when you find the right adjustment and you're targeting a spot and you can see that it's slowing down your opponent and it's weakening them, you got to keep targeting and keep targeting, but you got to have accuracy to be able to do that. And Collazo, he's got that same accuracy that I'm talking about. Jerusalem went back to his corner and he just didn't come out, man. You could see him, man. He was leaning back on the chair and he was breathing heavily. And you could see he was taking a lot of punishment. He was getting up and fighting back because Jerusalem is tough. He's a warrior, but he didn't have anything left. And, in the prize fighting sport, you got to make sure you're protecting yourself at all times so you can have future opportunities to earn that prize. And that's what Jerusalem did. No shame in tapping out to the better man on the night. Collazo can get himself in trouble at times, though. Sometimes he stays in the pocket a little bit longer than he needs to at times, but he also manages on the inside so well. It's hard to fault him for that. You know what I'm saying? He punched up Diagon when they fought, and Diagon had some decent moments in his own right, but Collazo's pressure, accuracy, and power just broke him down round to round, and he found himself in a similar position. It was another fight that Collazo's opponent did not come out of the corner. He was dishing out way too much punishment, and Diagon couldn't take it anymore. So even at 105 pounds, he's still distributing damage to his opponents. In his most recent fight, he fought Ramirez Gutierrez, and, it was all cool in the first round, right? Both men kind of feeling each other out a little bit, but Collazo started going to the body very early. And he started finding and targeting specific spots on the body, sitting down on his punches, and he really started to do work and started to get to work very early in the fight. Gutierrez landed some good body shots of his own, but Collazo made adjustments defensively as well, stepping back with just the right amount of space, using his footwork to change angles and get out of the way when Gutierrez felt like he was getting comfortable and getting in a groove or trying to counter Collazo. Collazo countered Gutierrez in that third round, and it only took one time for him to hit the canvas, and it was a different fight after that. Seems like once Collazo had him hurt, man, Gutierrez's confidence just continued to take a step back, and Collazo just continued to get more confident and more confident. And that's the thing about Collazo, man, is he's a great finisher, and he doesn't play around when his opponents are hurt. I feel like he's a complete fighter, and the amateur background and the amateur success that he's had, he's able to translate that into the professional scene. And you mix that with the skills and the fact that this man can punch too, and he's got the power to help him put everything together. It's a complete fighter. He's a tough dude to beat when he's really locked in, man. So I think an exciting fighter as well, too. He gives the people what they want to see, and that's finishes, that's stoppages, that's exciting performances, and he has done that. 7 wins by way of knockout in 9 fights. Feel like he's must-see at 105 pounds. Looking forward to seeing what he can do on the night. But let's talk about his opponent, Gerardo Zapata. 14 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 5 wins by way of knockout. When we're talking resume, Collazo has fought the better fighters. Collazo has the better resume. Zapata hasn't fought the greatest competition, but that doesn't mean that he can't rise to the occasion on the night. Sometimes, you just need the opportunity to showcase that you can be one of the best right now in this division. His loss coming from when he fought Rene Santiago, where he was disqualified in the second round. He was supposed to fight Jonathan Gonzalez last year, but that fight was canceled because Gonzalez got sick. But that would have been a great opportunity for him to show his skill set against a champion. Zapata has fought as high as 112 pounds, and he's going to come into this fight, the bigger man. Just the more natural weight in the division. He's going to have the height advantage as well, too. He's going to have the reach advantage as well, too. He's got the physical advantages coming in to this fight. In his most recent fight, he fought Azil Villar to a draw. I thought it was a good fight from both men. Villar was countering very well, landing some nice counter punches to the head and to the body. And I felt like he was boxing intelligently. Zapata was on the front foot, and that's when he is at his best to me. Not a guy that fights very well coming off of the back foot, but when he's on the front foot, man, he's able to really dictate the pace of the fight. There were some very close rounds throughout that fight, but Villar brought the fight to Zapata, especially from in close. Whenever Villar would pull back and not move his head off the line, man, Zapata would loop shots in, and those shots would get through. But it also didn't seem like it had enough steam on them to really discourage Villar. And if you don't have enough power, man, it's going to be very hard to keep Collazo off of you, because he's got the power to make you nervous, to make you worry. In that last round, man, Villar went offense in that 12th round, man. He probably outworked Zapata in the 12th round, but Zapata landed throughout the fight the more eye-catching shots, and they were beautifully timed and placed. So I wasn't really mad or say anybody got robbed in that fight. To me personally, I felt like it could have went either way. Zapata landed the more eye-catching shots, whereas Villar, outworked him for most of the night. So sometimes that stuff evens out, and we've seen many times before. So it's going to be interesting to see what Zapata can do to discourage Collazo and slow him down from coming forward on that front foot. Can he create different angles? Can he hurt Collazo? What's his reaction going to be when Collazo lets his hands go? So there's a lot of questions that's going to be up in the air in this fight, but Collazo has to have a response for whatever Zapata is going to do as well too. It's not just a one-way street. So going to be interesting. So who wins? Before I give my pick on this fight, I have something real quick to share. I'm always looking to bring more light, more value, more opportunities for the community. I've been working on a few different things in recent weeks to not just grow the channel, but as I said, to continue to provide as much value as I can to each of you in our community. With that being said, I got some exciting news to share. I'm happy to announce my partnership with BetStamp and signup Expert. It's a great opportunity for you to join some of the best sports books to get the best odds and new user offer. All you have to do is head over to my dedicated page at signupexpert.com/the breakdown to explore a selection of sports books tailored to your region, each with its own unique offerings. So if you want to place a bet this weekend and on this fight and beyond, check out the link to find the best options for you in your region. Every sign up does support the channel, and it helps the channel grow and to expand and to create more opportunities, not just for me, but for our community. I'm always looking out for you guys as best as I can. You can easily find the link in the description below this videos moving forward. So get down there and check it out and find the best option for you. Now, let's get back to the video. Zapata hasn't been stopped before. He seems to have a good solid chin on him. When he fought Brian Castellan, Castellan caught him with the right hand so cleanly, like counter right hand, boom, landed flush right on his jaw. And the shot just looked like it bounced off of Zapata's chin, so he can take a shot. I'm not confident that Zapata will be able to outwork Collazo in the rounds. I think he'll have a hard time with the pressure and the speed of Collazo. Zapata's last 4 fights were at 108, The fight before that was 112. So I wonder what the extra weight cut will do. 3 extra pounds could make a difference. I like Collazo to get it done on the night. I think the decision makes sense, but I think about the weight cut and what we've seen in recent fights last month. And, I think it could play a difference, man. Udell Reyes came down from 112 to 108 to fight Collazo when he got stopped. Gutierrez came down from 108 to 105 and he got stopped. Zapata was coming from 108 and he doesn't have the best defensive movement, nor does it seem like he'll have the power to really back Collazo up. Obviously, we'll see on the night. So I'm thinking Oscar Collazo to win this fight by stoppage. So those are my thoughts. I would love to hear from you. What is your thoughts on this fight? Who do you have winning? How do you think it goes? Let me know in the comment section below. I don't always get to do all the suggested videos you guys suggest in the comment section below, but if you become a member, those suggested videos rise to the top, and I will do my best to get those done for you that week. Or if you'd like to become a member just to show love and to support the channel, man, that would be greatly, greatly appreciated as well. Shout out to everybody that continues to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Shout out to all the members out there. I appreciate each of you. So with all that being said, if you've been watching the video, this don't do me a favor and subscribe to the channel, and we'll definitely see you next time.